your pocket or something.
I would do it.
That would explain everything. Hi, Patrick. One moment, says Patrick. Oh, look at Patrick. He's so
Higher moment. Oh, let me ask you for. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Oh, lovely. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
I wasn't sure if it was going to be annoying or not. If it's annoying, I can change it. Of course, I'm too short to get my anti-fascist. Well, she's stuck in the season. I'm not anti-fascist. Give up. They were handing these out at Midwinter last year.
Oh,
It's a, like, RPG anti-fascist. There we go. I'm gonna change my background because it's already making me annoyed.
I'll end up when you see the chill button.
so
No, don't chill. Hang out with us.
I know.
Give the chill one. Hi.
Hello. I don't know anyone. I know Natalie and you. I don't know anyone else.
Muted?
I hear you.
No, we muted on the stream.
Oh, probably not.
Oh.
Nope.
Are you really streaming without?
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the final week of our Ace Adventure series. Yeah! Oh my gosh! Yeah! Woo! It's really exciting. So that's why I made sure to cheer for y'all, because we can't hear you, but you can hear us. It's really unfair at the end of the day. But I'm super excited for everybody to be here. Let's get the dirty work out of the way, and then we're going to introduce our fabulous guests, because we're going to have a fun time tonight. It is sort of a actual play crossed with a party, because it's
Are we fighting a giant cat monster? Because right now I feel like we're going to fight that giant cat monster on Natalie's screen.
That's the giant cat monster.
Cameo.
We'll do it. We'll get it done. It'll be great. What was I saying? I'm sorry.
Dirty stuff out of the way.
Oh, we're going to get the dirty stuff out of the way. So first things first, I want to thank our hosts, Gehenna Gaming. They've been hosting us this whole time to help me put the Kickstarter stuff together. If you notice, there's a bunch of links down below the window here. They have got cool t-shirts like this that work real well with your cool punk vests. Just saying. And they're awesome. Also a great Discord community. There's a great link down below. And the other dirty thing we got to do is we got to check in on the Kickstarter. Let's see what it says. If I refresh my dashboard, it says that there are 84 minutes left in the Kickstarter. We do, in fact, have 200 backers exactly now. And we're at 183% funded. We're not racing towards any stretch goal. We hit stretch goal 3, and I'm just letting it ride. And any extra stretch goal fundage, I'm putting towards art, because that's what I said I would do. If you read my updates, and y'all are already probably back to the game at this point. I mean, come on. That we know who our fans are. Y'all are there. You're getting the updates. Don't worry about it. Woo! All right, now we don't have to look at that for a little while till it gets close to 9 o'clock. We'll check in later, like between scenes or something.
You can do a countdown?
Yeah, we'll do like a big countdown. It'll be great. And clear that, and we're doing so good. While we're introducing our people, I want to do a little improvisational exercise in the chat. So what I'd like from the chat is I'd like a few things. I'd like some adjectives. I'd like some animal suggestions and numbers. While we're doing intros, y'all in the chat, you just throw out animals, adjectives, and numbers, and don't worry about what it means. And now, while that's happening, we're going to introduce our fantastic cast. Go ahead and tell us who you are, what people might want to know you from, and who you're playing. We'll start with Natalie, as we're going in playing card order.
Hi, I'm Natalie Putum. I'm a professional game master with Charm Person Games, a queer-owned professional game master service out of Baltimore, Maryland.
Awesome. Thank you, Natalie. How about Dixie?
Hi, I'm Dixie Cochran, Dixie Cyanide on most social media. I work for Onyx Path Publishing. I do a lot of their editing and project management for Chronicles of Darkness and Exalted. And I'm super excited to be playing this because I love playing indie games and I love playing new games. And I just realized when you said that we all have playing card references in our names, and I'm mad I didn't notice before. Even though the name of the game is what it is.
Oh, if it makes you feel better, when I run this live at like Games on Demand, generally takes about 15 minutes before somebody goes, "Oh my gosh, I'm so ridiculous."
Like literally, it's called Ace Adventure and Flying Royal Flush, and now I feel very, very silly for only just now having gotten that.
You come from a long storied line of people figuring it out. So I'm so proud. Speaking of proud, our next player is Patrick.
Hey everybody, my name is Patrick Flaherty. I'm just a guy who loves to game. Really wouldn't know me from anywhere, but I've been playing with Brian for a long time, and I'm thrilled to be here tonight.
Mm-hmm. And I should explain that we love Patrick. I especially love Patrick. Patrick is one of the first people to have ever played Ace Adventure. Patrick was part of the group that played the very first playtest of this game way too many years ago. And so I thought it would be great if we could bring Patrick back for the last night of the Kickstarter. And finally, but not least in any way, we have Other Brian. Other Brian, tell us about you.
Hey, I'm Brian, he, him, and I develop games independently as Digital Zerk.
Nice. Love it. Fantastic. Tonight's adventure is a brand new adventure I've never run before. It is, so let me get the title right, because I told everyone the title ahead of time, and if I say a new title now, people will be mad. Okay, I want to make sure I'm saying this right. You can't disappoint the people. It is, okay, good, I did have it. It's Ace Adventure versus V.P.P. Very exciting title. What does it mean? Who knows? Abbreviations are madness. We're going to jump right into the action tonight. We're not going to do anything crazy, like have sort of like a false start or a cold opening. No, we're jumping right into things because on this fateful day, this beautiful, warm fall day, the sun is just beginning to set. We find our heroes in Boston Harbor, where their secret island base is, and it is under attack. We're jumping right into that. It is under attack by a naughty walrus with bat wings. A giant, naughty walrus with bat wings. And you might say, Brian, naughty seems strange, like a strange word here. But let me tell you, the walrus around its neck has a big collar, like a dog collar. And the collar has a large tag. And the name of the walrus is apparently Cap'n. Like Captain, but shortened. Cap'n, the walrus, has somehow become gigantic and grown bat wings and is attacking the very, very secret base of Ace Adventure. So that's where we're starting. You gotta love it. Oh, right, I forgot about the number thing. And, with 8 tusks! Not 2 tusks like normal, 8!
An octorus.
Yes. It's nasty. It's a lot of tusks. You don't want to get
Flying octorus.
An octorus.
I'm terrified.
Tusk-rus. I don't know. I don't like it. I thought it was going to be clever. It wasn't. Okay, so let's jump straight into an action scene. Action scenes are super fun. When we're jumping straight into an action scene in Ace Adventure, and we don't have a specific action that triggered the action scene, the way you do it is you fall back on the Fate Accelerated rolls and you look at the approaches. Now you can't see our character sheets, but we have our character sheets, and if you want to see them, I put an example in one of the updates that you got. So I don't know, search your email for that, okay? But you don't need to see them. Okay, this is theater of the mind. We're going crazy here. I'm just over-explaining. It's going to be great. So in your approaches, you have quick, and one person's quick happens to be better than everybody else's quick. Who has the quick of +2?
Our hero.
Our hero.
I did. Ace Adventure.
Ace Adventure. Oh my goodness. So Ace, you are going to start initiative, and Natalie, you are now officially old hat at this game.
I am.
Natalie's played this version 4 times now. You ran it last week. Instead of me running it, you ran it. It was amazing. So this is going to be great. Let's jump right into things. If a walrus with bat wings, 8 tusks, and gigantic is attacking your base, your secret base, what do you do?
Oh, Ace hasn't noticed yet. She's deaf.
Oh my gosh.
She's facing the other way.
Come on now. You haven't
But
noticed
she
yet?
She was tweaking her plane at the time, so
Oh.
I'd like to create an advantage as I'm just,
okay.
working on my plane. I got
Yeah.
my wrench out.
Okay.
I'm stripping out some safety equipment to make it faster. Whitney always puts all this stupid extra safety equipment in it, and it slows the plane down. And I need to get that out of there.
Okay. Okay. So
We're going to die.
you're trying to create some kind of faster advantage, to make
Yeah.
Okay, great. So let me
At the
say,
cost of what, though? At the cost of what?
So you're gonna roll. You're gonna roll create an advantage. What approach on your sheet do you think best represents the way you're creating the advantage?
I don't think it's clever.
I don't think so either. No.
I think it's quick. I think it comes from her instinct to be quick. It might also be forceful. She might just be ripping
I would feel more
parts off.
comfortable with forceful, as you are just going through and chucking out the safety equipment specifically to make it faster. So let me set a difficulty here for making the plane better by removing the safety equipment. Let's see how difficult that is. Okay, I have set my difficulty. Go ahead and roll, please.
I got a +2.
Okay, and that's with your forceful?
It is, yes.
Okay, great.
I rolled a +1 and I have a +1 forceful for the audience.
So we tied. I set this because you're just trying to make it faster, and you're just removing safety equipment. So the plane's not going to be safe, but it will be faster. On a tie, when creating an advantage, you succeed, but I make a story move. So what would you like to call your advantage?
I'm gonna say nothing is holding you back.
Wow. Yeah. That's a thing. Nothing holding you back. And you get 1 free use on that.
Okay.
And we'll explain what that means when it's necessary. Don't worry. No one's in the dock. Everyone's fine. And I get to make a story move right away. My goodness. Okay. Well, I think the walrus is going to dig its tusks into the roof of the hangar and peel it back, thus making the people inside available to get hurt. That's my move. Peeling back like a can opener, old school can opener, the roof of the hangar. So that was the start of initiative. The way initiative now goes is Natalie picks who goes next, and we will go like that. I am not a person you can pick. You can only pick the PCs. And then at the very end of that, the person who goes last picks who goes first, and they can, in fact, choose themselves if they want to be like that. That is perfectly acceptable here. So, Ace, who goes second in initiative?
None other than Master Spy Jacques Dumont.
Oh, Jacques Dumont. Jacques Dumont, you heard the setup, and we even just peeled back the roof of the hangar. You're under attack. What do you do?
Well. So Monsieur Dumont, I want to have some fun with the mechanic here. So I want to, if I can, and you can tell me if I can't do this. I'd like to use a fate point right away.
Wow, you want to use a fate point? I haven't even explained what they do yet. You want to use them? What do you want to do with it?
Well, as we've explained, this massive bat-winged, horrifying 8-tusked walrus is peeling back the roof of our secret hideout, and as I see this, Jacques looks up and happens to notice with his cultured and European eye that the collar that says Cap'n happens to be the latest fashion at the Paris. It is the Louis Vuitton collar, made only for the finest exotic zoo animal experiments in the continent. Has not even made it across the Atlantic yet. This is new. None of you would know what this is.
Okay.
I would. I'm cultured. So Jacques, and tell me if I can't do this.
Okay.
Jacques knows that this animal must be of the highest kind, either a high-level zoo animal or a private pet for one of the richest men in Europe, and therefore, it must be trained.
Okay.
And so Jacques wants to use his charming ability.
Yes.
To call out, Captain, you are being a walrus. You need to stop what you're doing and sit for Jacques.
Okay. So we're going to try to call on the walrus's assumed training to get the walrus to sit, to obey. Okay, I like it. I like it a lot. So I'm going to roll against you, And we're going to call this an attack, because in Ace Adventure, attacks are not just physical, they can be emotional and they can be mental. So you are attacking the walrus mentally, trying to convince it that it is being a naughty giant walrus and it needs to listen, as we established earlier. So I think charming is absolutely correct.
Okay.
And go ahead and roll your dice, and I will roll mine.
How many do I roll again?
You're gonna roll 4.
4. Okay.
Ooh.
So altogether, I roll a 2.
Okay.
Plus 2.
So you and by the way, let's go back just a hot second. You don't have to spend a fate point to do what you just did.
Oh, okay.
Yep, you've got that. In Fate Accelerated, there's a rule where you spend a fate point to sort of establish reality. But I think very much that you were playing with my existing description of the walrus, so you still have 2 fate points. Everyone starts with 2 fate points. So you got a 2, you said, right? 2 total?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Do you think, before I reveal my number, that 2 is good enough?
Everything I do is good enough.
Okay. Yep. The official description of 2 is a fair result for when the task is a little tough. But if you want to hold your 2, that is fine. I reveal that I got a 3. So this is going to be a failure. And when you fail on an attack, you fail, and the GM makes the story move. So the walrus doesn't listen to you, doesn't even seem to be paying attention to you. I don't know what that's all about. And instead, since I already opened the roof of the hangar, let's get nitty and let's get gritty, shall we? I think the walrus raises up on its tail like a trained seal and claps its giant flippers together right above the hangar. Luckily, Ace is deaf, as we have established, and Ace does not hear this. But the sound sort of reverberates through Ace's body, and it is a powerful shockwave. And Ace, you are going to take 1 harm, filling in your first hitbox. For those of you who are joining us for the first time tonight, I will explain that our PCs each have 4 hitboxes, and when you fill in the first one, you get the condition bruised. And just like I said, this is not necessarily physical bruised, it might be your ego. You play that however you want to play it, because our damage tracker tracks physical, emotional, and mental damage all at the same time. So that was Jacques. Jacques, who would you like to go third?
So Jacques sees the clapping of the walrus fins and says,
Yes.
I told you it was trained. And Jacques thinks that Carrie Wild is not the person to handle this situation.
Okay, Carrie, where are you coming from and what do you do?
I think I was in like the rec room, but at this point, the concept of rooms is kind of meaningless in our hideout since all the ceilings and walls have been torn down. So I'll run over to the hangar and grab the plane of someone who isn't here. Queen's not around today, so.
Nah.
So I'll see Ace there, who probably is aware of the walrus at this point, but I'll get her attention. Say, Ace, we got to stop this flying Octorus.
Yeah, I noticed.
Yeah, and then I'll jump in the plane and fly into the air around the walrus. I see that tag hanging there, and I usually with pets and so on, they have on the back of the tag like the pet's address so you can return it in case it gets lost.
Oh yeah, right.
So I want to try to fly around and get a better look at the tag and maybe get a picture so we can learn where this walrus came from.
Okay, so I think that's creating an advantage. And since it is a particularly large tag, even though the tag dangles pretty close to the chest, I think you can probably get an angle where you can do this. What approach do you think best describes how you're doing this?
Probably quick.
Okay.
Or maybe precise.
So what are you trying to do? You're trying to get the information, right? That's the goal.
I'm trying to get the information, yeah.
Okay, and in order to get the information, you have
I gotta
to
fly the plane.
So is the goal to loop as many times around the walrus as possible in order to hope to see it, or is the goal to loop in a precise manner so to make sure you're at the right angle to see it?
I think it would be precise.
Okay.
I want to try to fly between the walrus's stomach and where the tag is dangling.
Great. I think the walrus will not consciously oppose you, so I will set a difficulty, and I have set it as. Go ahead and roll, please.
That is a 2.
Okay. Are you content with your 2?
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Okay. I set mine at 2 as well. So that is a tie on creating an advantage, and we've already learned the rules behind that one. That's what we did earlier. So just like with nothing holding you back, we're going to create our advantage, which is, I don't know. Do you have a special thing, or would we just want to say name and address?
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to know what the tag says.
Yeah, I just thought, like, have you already come up with? Sometimes we're like, oh, I really want to call it X because I was thinking about it, but yeah, it does.
Oh, I don't have any idea.
It has an address. It is not French. The caller.
Well, that was our problem.
French, but it's not a French walrus. It appears that the walrus is from the area right outside Washington, D.C., and it does have a phone number that you can call should the walrus escape.
All right. That's good to know. For the advantage, let's do, I don't know, owner's contact info.
Okay, great. And that has a free checkbox on it as well. But I get to make a story move now.
Yes.
Because of the tying. Let's look at my story moves. Let's see here. I just did cause harm. Let's do something different. Let's mix it up. Let's change the team dynamic. So as you are trying to very precisely get a look and take a picture of that caller, and you do, don't get me wrong, the walrus starts to come down off of its tail, and you are forced to make an emergency water landing in order to not get crushed by this plane, by this walrus, but still get the picture off. So the plane's not gonna get back in the air anytime soon. You are currently in a canoe-like structure that's shaped like a plane. Is what you are. How's that sound?
I mean, it's unfortunate, but these are just the costs of journalism.
That's right.
It's a good thing you didn't get rid of your safety equipment.
That's a good point. You took the plane with the safety equipment in it.
Carrie knows enough not to steal the plane that Ace is tinkering with.
Yes, it's a good call. And that brings us...
Like you actually want a plane that Whitney worked on.
Speaking of, that
Speaking
brings
of,
us
yes,
to
you.
Whitney King.
Whitney, our
Whitney,
excellent mechanic.
What do you do?
I would say that I was probably working inside while this started to happen. And I think that Whitney probably has a bench of experimental weapons and gadgets and the like, since she is essentially the Q of this group. And so she has jumped behind her bench and has come up with not like a bazooka type thing, more like a grappling gun.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she has all these things. So she just like dives behind the bench and just comes up with this thing that seems perfect for like hooking onto the collar of a giant walrus and, trying to pin it down.
Amazing. So yeah, you want to hook it onto it and then essentially tether it so it can
like tether it to where the planes are usually tethered and stuff, so we can just get it down. Make it stop doing its thing.
Yeah, okay. Absolutely. I think that makes perfect sense. I will have the walrus resist you. I'll roll against you. Which of your approaches do you think best represent what you just said.
I say probably clever or precise.
I think I would allow either of those. I think it is both. So which one would you rather?
I'm going to go with clever because my better stat.
Yes, I love it. So you roll your dice, I'll roll my dice.
I got a 3.
Okay. Before I reveal my number, 3 is better than fair, but not great.
Yeah,
Are you content with your 3?
I am.
Okay.
I haven't fought a giant walrus before. I'm doing the best I can.
No, that's fine. That's fine. And I got a 0. So not only do you succeed, but you succeed with style. That's what happens when you do 3 or better in this game. So I am. Oh, by the way, this is an attack. In case we haven't figured that out,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, because we're trying to get the walrus under control. So, you damage the target, either filling a hitbox. I'm sorry, I'm reading the wrong line. Succeed with style. You damage the target, either filling the hitbox and creating a conditional aspect, or you can create a conditional aspect with a free checkbox. Most people choose the first one. It's completely up to you, mind you. If you wanted to, because the conditional aspect can be something like tethered, you know.
Yeah.
And it will be tethered whether that's there or not, but naming it makes it so that other people can use it if they want to spend a fate point, if they need help.
Exactly. So I'm going to say that Whitney with impeccable style just hauls up with this thing, shoots it. It just hooks right onto the metal part of the collar. And she pulls on the cable that's connected to it and just ties it off really fast, just like she's been tying things off in the military and, at the base for years and years.
Yes.
And the condition is going to be pinned or tethered, which is that it can no longer rear up or do any of that stuff. And you said that the hitboxes could be like not just physical, right?
That's right.
So I just want it to be a little bit cowed or demoralized. I don't want it to be actually hurt.
So,
just like calmed a little.
Okay, great. So we're gonna fill a hitbox. And as far as on the PC sheet, each of the hitboxes comes with a little adjective.
Right.
On the monster sheets, we separate them out. So I hadn't explained that. So you can
I'm learning, everybody.
I know, it's great. We're learning how to play the game. It's as if that's the point of these. When you create your conditional aspect, it can be tethered, or we can make the conditional aspect cowed. Either way, we know right now it's tied to the ground. It's just what can people play with.
I'm going to go with tethered.
Okay.
Just so there's still some fun stuff to happen.
Absolutely.
That sounds more comic booky and interesting.
So we've got tethered on the field. We've got nothing holding you back on the field. We've got owner's info on the field. And that was the end of initiative. So Dixie, you chose who goes first in the new initiative.
Yeah. I'm gonna actually throw it back to Ace, since Ace has just noticed this giant walrus. I feel like that makes the most sense.
Yeah.
I think Ace hops in her cockpit and pushes immediately to full throttle. There's only 2 speeds.
Nice.
Stop and go.
Because you took out the safeties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And gets airborne and kind of is swooping around, and I see Carrie in the water and I shake my head. I think that I think I want to kind of distract this thing.
Okay.
So I'm gonna shoot at it. I'm gonna do an attack.
Okay. Yeah. That's very straightforward. Absolutely. So are you using quick?
I'd like to, but it might be forceful.
I think you can use quick because your whole thing was to get up there and get in its face. Especially if you're sort of strafing it with bullets.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that's fine. I mean, you sort of took time to make your plane faster. I think that's absolutely legit. And I will be rolling for this giant walrus and its toughness as the defense. So please, you roll your dice, I'll roll mine. We'll see what happens in the middle. Ooh. What'd you get?
I rolled a +3 and I add a +2, so that's a +5.
Wow. So that is better than great. Are you content with better than great?
I am.
Okay, I got a 4. So
Oh, wow.
congratulations, you called it. You bust through this walrus's tough skin and definitely have its attention. Would you like to represent that by filling in a hitbox, or would you like to represent that by giving it yet another conditional aspect?
I'd like to fill in its hitbox.
Great. And you don't know how many hitboxes this thing has, but I will tell you right now that it is more than 3. I like to tell you when that is, when you're 1 away, because I think it makes you better at game.
Cool.
Great. And at this point, there are people sort of gathering on the shore because this thing is so big. And, you know, there's, even though they're at a relatively safe distance being on one of the harbor islands, you know, you sort of have a crowd, as it were. Who goes after you, Ace?
I want to get this information from Carrie, so let's have Carrie Wild go next.
All right, Carrie, what are you going to do?
Yeah, so the plane is down, but it does have a plane phone in it, as do all of the planes Whitney's designed.
Of course.
Yeah, so I'll you know, radio out that info to everyone else, and then I'll call that phone number.
Okay, great.
Operator, please connect me.
Right.
Exactly.
You call the number listed on the tag, and you reach Grace Hannaford. My gosh. No, you don't reach Grace Hannaford. I take that back. You reach Grace Hannaford's maid. And she says, "Yes, hello, Grace Hannaford's residence."
Hello, this is Carrie Wild of the Boston American. Are you missing a pet?
A pet? What kind of pet?
A giant walrus with 8 tusks and bat wings?
Well, we certainly are missing the family walrus captain right now, but I've never heard him described it thusly.
Well, yes. Well, I was hoping you would be able to tell us what. Well, Captain's found their way all the way up to Boston and is wreaking havoc on the city. So we figured you might know. Perhaps someone in that household knows how to what may have happened to Captain.
Okay. Let's see if we can convince the person of your story. So,
yeah.
A lot of NPCs only have 1 or 2 hitboxes. I'm going to go ahead and just let you know this is a 1 hitbox person. So I'd like you to give me a good roll for a mental or emotional attack to convince this person that they should help you out.
I think charming.
Charming generally, yeah. That makes sense. That's pretty good. And I will roll for them to see how likely they are to listen to this random phone call about their pet walrus becoming gigantic and growing bat wings.
They can hear bullets in the background and everything.
Right.
Just
balances out a little.
Planes, the ocean.
Yeah.
What's happening?
All right. I've got my roll. How about you?
I have my roll as well. I got a 1, but I think I'll use that free use of owner's contact info to make that
great.
a 3.
Yes, because when you fill a free use box, it is just like as if you had spent a fate token, and you can either add 2 or you can re-roll. You obviously just chose to add 2. Now everyone has heard me say it once, so they will be less confused when I say it again in the future. Yay! So that's a 3. I like it. I got a 1. So good. Instead of tying, you just succeeded. And when you succeed on an attack, Well, like I said, she only had one hitbox to fill, so you absolutely convince her. She goes, "Oh my goodness, that explains all the bullets and walrus noises in the background I hear. Your fantastical story just makes total sense." I will tell you that the captain knows a few different command words. There's come, and there is heal, and there's speak. But you have to say it in Russian, and she tells you how to say it in Russian. I don't know how to do that, or else it doesn't work.
Well, that's very useful information. You don't know how Cap ended up in this situation, do you?
I am the foggiest how he managed to get to Boston. He's only been missing for a few hours, I swear.
Well, he travels fast. Probably those wings. We'll get Captain back to you in no time. Don't you worry.
Oh, thank you. I look forward to hearing from you again. Good luck out there.
And I'll let everyone know about the command words because that seems helpful.
Okay, great. How do you let? Oh, on the phone, obviously.
On the phone, on our radio.
And Ace, would you remind us when we talk on the radios built into all the planes? How does Ace receive the information?
Ace gets a little ticker tape.
Ticker tape machine. In the
she's
plane.
got to like
That's
pull
right.
up the ticker tape while she's flying. She's flying with her knee.
Okay. So, Carrie, you were second in initiative after Ace. Who should be third this time?
Let's let Jacques handle things.
All right, Jacques.
Well, everybody, I have fantastic news.
Yes.
Jacques certainly believes that Jacques speaks Russian.
Nice.
So Jacques is going to immediately head over to kind of the command center of our hangar where our PA system microphone is. And Jacques is going to say in his best Russian at full blast, so everyone, including the walrus, can hear, heal in Russian. Or what he thinks is Russian. Of course, I speak the best Russian.
Great. Let's see if the walrus listens to your commands. I will roll for the walrus. You roll for yourself. What approach do you think you're using at commanding this walrus?
Well, I mean, of course, I'm so charming. I mean,
are.
there's nothing more charming than Russian with a French accent.
Nothing more charming.
It is the language of love. That is a 0, 2, 1, a 3.
A 3. Are you content with your 3? It's better than fair.
It is better than fair. Yeah, I'm going to try it. I'm going to go with it.
Okay, great. I got a -5. So you succeed with style on your attack. And you're going to fill the third hitbox. And as you fill I'm sorry, you don't have to fill the third hitbox, I should say. It goes back to how succeed with style worked before. You can either fill the third hitbox and create a conditional aspect, such as healed, or you can create the conditional aspect with a free use on it, so somebody else can be even more spectacular in the future. But the only way to knock it out is to fill the hitboxes.
Okay, well, I'm going to fill the hitbox and create a conditional aspect.
Great.
Because what came out of my mouth was Russian and with my beautiful French accent, but what came out of the loudspeakers was music, it was poetry, it was magic. Mm-hmm. And now the walrus is mesmerized by what it has heard.
Ooh, that's a good one. I love it. And in filling the third hitbox, we reveal that this thing only has 4 hitboxes. So the mesmerized healing walrus is there. And we get to go to Whitney at the end of initiative. Whitney, what do you do?
Let's see. Trying to think of what would be a suitable way to end this.
Mm-hmm.
I think, well, if I can. I think Whitney is going to haul herself up the lead, so she's right next to this walrus's face.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to get real close to him. She's going to say, "Stoy," which actually is heal in Russian.
Nice.
Well, it's stop, but it's the closest I could get. Because heal doesn't really have the same meaning.
I like it.
You should real quiet, just "Stoy."
I love it. just get it to.
I'm going to say that she does that because she's clever, and she assumes that he's going to take her nice, like,
Her nice
firm,
clean Russian commands.
right in his face.
Yes.
Like Jacques did a wonderful job. I'm just trying to clean this up here.
Love it. Absolutely. And I will roll for the walrus to see how stubborn the walrus is. Okay, I have a number.
I got 3 again.
Are you content with your 3? It's better.
You always say content. It's always scary.
It's a little intentional. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, because risk is fun, and you want us to risk things.
It's up to you.
Question: What happens if you're not? Because I actually don't know what the.
Okay,
answer
yeah,
to
let's
that
take a
is.
look. If you fail an attack, because this is an attack, we had one that failed earlier. Whatever you wanted to happen doesn't happen, and I make a story move.
Right, but like, what if I say I'm not content with this roll? Is
Oh,
that just a
I'm
fail?
sorry. I misinterpreted you. You can spend a fate point. You spend a fate point. You'll have to justify it with one of either the many aspects that we've created or one of your own aspects on your sheet. And in doing so, you can either re-roll your dice or add 2 to your total.
Okay, got you. I'm going to be content with it for now because we have a whole game ahead of us.
I mean, yeah, absolutely.
But now I know what happens if I'm not.
You do. And I got a 0. So your 3 was not just good enough; it was good enough to succeed with style. But there's nothing more to do if you choose to fill the hitbox one. Do you want to end the fight?
I do. I want to end the fight.
Great.
I want him to lay gently down outside of the compound and feel bad about what he's done.
Exactly what happens. The walrus lays down with this sort of like guilty, oh no, you caught me in the trash look on its face.
Hey, we're not the trash.
I
I mean, wait a minute. Yeah, I am actually. Okay.
We are now out of initiative. You can hear cheers happening from the shoreline. And as you begin to contemplate what to do with this giant walrus, a figure approaches in the sky. They're not in a plane. They seem to be propelling themselves with some kind of jetpack. They wear their own bomber jacket, but their bomber jacket has a huge American flag patch on the back and is bright red with white trim otherwise. And they have a helmet much like, Ace would recognize this, as much like the Rocketeer's helmet, though no one else, of course, is aware of this fictional individual. And they are flying towards you and the walrus. I suppose we don't have to be out of initiative, but I'm saying we are for now. Anybody can tell me, what do you do?
I think Ace is a little bit like, who's this person? And is going to loop her plane around and kind of come in like beside, like kind of flying escort to this person and wave.
Great.
I'm petting the walrus.
You do, I'm sorry?
I said I'm petting the walrus.
The
Like,
walrus.
who's a good boy? Who's a good boy, Captain?
I'm going to try to throw Carrie a rope so I can pull her back in.
Oh, great. That's very helpful.
It's nice. I think I might be a little further out, but I'll just hitch a ride with some drunk fishermen. There are always some of those in Boston Harbor, so.
There is no shortage of drunk fishermen.
I think we can do both. We can have you hook the plane and bring the plane in, and we can have Carrie get on the boat with the drunk fishermen who think you just did a great job with that giant walrus thing.
Can you do your drunk Bostonian fisherman voice? Do you have that on command, Brian?
I almost did, and I knew I was going to do a pirate voice by accident. Like, I could feel it coming in my throat, and that's why I stopped.
Look at that big old walrus out in the harbor.
Yeah. Oh, that was something. That was wicked something what y'all did right there. I mean, do you see it? It was like, how many? How many did you count? I counted 7. Nah, it was 8. You're wrong. 8 tusks this thing had. And there you were in your plane. I saw you. You took a picture and everything. That's balls. Dame's got balls. Dame's got balls. There you go.
Why don't you keep one of these, and I'll hand them one of the pictures I took.
Oh,
A
yeah,
little
because you
memento.
have that film that makes pictures right away, right?
It's like it's a Polaroid.
Yeah,
but
that-
I don't know what Polaroids are.
That Whitney King, always taking crazy things Ace talks about and making them reality. Brilliant photography technician. Yes. Wait, what? We're not X-rated, are we? What happened?
You said that you could feel the pirate voice coming in your throat.
Oh, gross, people.
Okay, made it.
Oh, come on now.
Just I had to figure that out too. I was like, what did she say? And then I was like, oh.
All right, that's fair. Okay, that shook me. I'm shook. So anyway, Ace flies up next to this mysterious person and gives a wave, and the person sort of like turns his head slightly to you, and he gives you like a nice thumbs up and a salute. Ace, let you know he's friendly. And he lands on the walrus's back near the collar. What do you do? Anyone?
Oh, I give him a little wave.
You wave too.
Hello.
And you hear Marion's voice come through.
I'll.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I was going to ask if are you, and then I'll repeat the name of whatever residence I called, which I don't remember because I'm terrible with names. When I called the number, when I called the number, they said the such and such residence.
Grace Hannaford?
Yeah, Grace Hannaford. Yep.
Yeah, Grace Hannaford. Grace Hannaford? Or
and the person goes, no, I am a mysterious vigilante known only as V.P.P. Just here to assist. Yes. There's no actual rockets involved in my mysterious patented propulsion pack. And you see
Vertical propulsion pack, V.P.P.?
I'm sorry?
Is it a vertical propulsion pack? Is that what that stands for?
Oh, I cannot reveal the abbreviation, except
I think I could make one of these, y'all, guys. Everybody.
He pulls a little device from a pouch on his belt, and he places it on the walrus. And you can feel, Whitney, the walrus seems to be vibrating somewhat.
What are you doing to it?
Oh, this should just reverse the genetic effects.
And where did those come from?
I cannot reveal the source of my mysterious technology.
I'm gonna take his helmet off. I'm trying to take his helmet off.
Okay, great.
I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed and I'm
I
curious.
I love it because he's on the back of the walrus, and I was picturing you like scratching the walrus's face just in my head. And I just love
it's like jump up.
Yeah, you just climb up the walrus and take his helmet off. Absolutely. So you're gonna have I'm gonna roll opposed here.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What approach
This is an attack.
do you think best represents you snatching?
It's probably just forceful, honestly.
Okay, I think that's fair.
Like she's just climbed up there. She was looking at his rocket pack, and he's being all evasive, and she's like, "No." Ooh, that was good.
All right, I have my roll.
Well, it was okay. I rolled a 3 again. I am content with my 3. I declare myself content.
Excellent.
I'm in
You
content
knew what I
of
was going to ask you. You predicted it. I got a 0. So this is going to be fun. You pull the helmet off, and no one recognizes this person. They appear to be an older white man. And when I say no one recognizes this person, I mean actually that no one recognizes this person except for Ace Adventure. Ace Adventure. This
Who's
is
in a plane?
What?
I don't know if I'm close enough to recognize. I'm still
Okay,
in the
I'll take
air.
a picture.
You were escorting him down though, so aren't you like?
Oh yeah, I guess. I guess I
assumed
landed.
you were landing. I don't want. You know what?
Okay,
I don't
yeah.
have to reveal who it is.
No, it's good. I think Ace has gotten out of her plane and is just walking up.
Yeah,
It's like,
I think
hey.
I think
Okay.
all of us should be
Yeah.
regrouping for good drama.
I will never force a reveal on you. You know, I wouldn't do that to you.
No, that sounds good.
Okay, so as you're walking up, Ace, you realize that this is a person from your past, but from our future. It is none other than future incredibly awful individual Vice President Michael Pence.
Oh, fuck
Vice
you.
President Pence, V.P.P. Oh my god.
Get the fuck off our island. What the fuck are you doing here?
Do you know
Ace
him?
is just letting off profanity.
Yeah,
I take it you do not like this man.
I am just going up to like grab him by the collar and like
Before
Yeah.
that happens, I do want to take some pictures.
Okay,
It's
great.
important.
yeah.
You know what? I guess we're back in initiative. We're back in initiative. Ace, go ahead. Let's make your attack roll. And,
Okay. I think I'm using forceful.
Okay, great.
I am so glad that I am here on the night where we get to punch Mike Pence. Like this is the best.
Part of the goal of this game is to let you punch bigots.
Yeah, no, I'm all about that in all my
Yeah.
games, but like this is a very specific one
This is a very
who
specific
lives like
one.
10 miles south of me. Who I just want to hit him all the time.
So, yeah, let's see how long the stream lasts. I think it's fine. I have my number.
You got my number.
What's your number?
I rolled a 2, and then I get to add my +1 forceful to a 3.
3. So 3 is better than fair. Are you content with 3?
I'm not.
Okay, and before we add numbers to this, you said you were grabbing him, right?
I want to like grab him and throw him off the wall.
Okay, you want to
trying
throw him
like,
off the walrus. So very forcefully. Okay, great.
Yeah.
yeah, I've got his helmet, so you know
Okay,
he's already
fantastic.
de-helmeted.
All right, so
Don't hurt his jetpack.
so you want to add numbers to this, correct?
Uh-huh.
All right. So you're gonna spend a fate point. Which approach on the field do you think, or on your sheet, best helps you?
I'm picturing he's like trying to explain things, and I want to use I can't hear you and I don't care.
So in this particular case, I'm actually gonna say he's not trying to explain things. I was having him roll quick. He saw how angry you were. He was trying to get out of dodge. Oh no. We may have lost Natalie at the worst possible moment.
We can give it a second.
Yes,
we
we
can
will.
hang out.
We will give it a second.
Are you guys there?
Yay!
Hey, you're back!
Sorry about that.
It's okay.
It's okay. That was very fun.
So I was just asking you what aspect you wanted to use.
Yeah, and anti-ableism you said wouldn't. My anti-ableism I can't hear you and I don't care one.
Well, I just wanted to explain that he wasn't trying to explain
Right.
himself. He was trying to get away. So at least the way you had phrased it, it would not work.
Yep. Okay. In that case, even though it was written with a different thing, could I use my free use of nothing holding you back?
I will allow it.
Okay.
Do you want to
Even though it
add
was
2 or
written-
reroll?
I want to add 2. I want to go up to a 5.
Great. So that's better than great. Are you content with better than
Uh-huh.
great? Okay.
Yep.
So I have a 1.
Good.
So you attack future Vice President Pence, and you succeed with style. So you're going to damage the target. Let's give V.P.P. some hitboxes here. Well, I shouldn't say that. You can either damage and create an aspect on V.P.P., or you can create an aspect on V.P.P. with a free use. What would you like to do?
I'll damage and create an aspect.
Okay, great. And what do you think? So we're throwing him down towards the water or towards the shore of your secret island base?
toward the shore. I want him
Okay.
to like just land on like the whatever like the land is. Yeah.
Okay, great.
I don't want him to get away.
I think that's fair. What aspect do we think we should create here?
I'd like him to land on his jetpack. Could
Oh,
I give him the
no.
aspect broken jetpack?
That's fine. That's exactly what Whitney didn't want you to do, but
I can fix it.
in jetpack. All right.
Figure
Who
it
would
out.
you like to go second in initiative, since we are being violent towards this mysterious old man who's trying to help you?
Whitney can go next.
Whitney.
She's very torn because he's clearly a patriot and they helped us out during the war.
He is. He is a patriot.
But also, she trusts Ace.
Yes.
Oh gosh. She's going to unloop the cable from
The walrus.
Captain's collar because he's chill.
Yeah.
She's gonna try to restrain him. 'Cause She
Okay.
didn't like bring a gun with her. She just like has what's outside right now.
So
So she tries to like loop it around him.
I just want to clarify. Are you attempting to tie Pence to the base or to the walrus? Which end
I was
are
trying
you
to tie him. Oh no! I'm unhooking it. The walrus is no longer tethered
Okay.
because right now whatever's happening right here is more important.
Yes. All right. So you're
And so I
unlooping-
like undo the hook and I try to just hook it around him so his like arms are pinned,
Okay. Great. Great.
Yeah.
Great.
like a little comic move. Like a little,
Yeah, and he's
Lasso.
gonna. He sees you coming with the rope, and he doesn't like that, obviously, and he is going to try. Actually, you know what he's gonna do? He feels under attack. He's gonna try to at least slow you down with some charming words, and say, now hold on there, miss. I would never want to get involved with another lady in some rope unless my wife was present. You understand?
I'm not trying to have sex with you, idiot.
So can I roll? I'm gonna roll charming, and you roll your. What are you rolling?
I'm just gonna go forceful again.
Great.
So I'm just trying to like
Think it makes sense.
subdue him. Wow, I rolled exactly 1 because look.
Oh yeah. I can't read it, but I trust you.
Oh, it's all blanks. It's all
Oh,
blank
nice.
faces. So I get my +1.
Are you content with 1?
You know what? Yeah, I think in this scene I am because I'm confused as hell. I don't know what's going on.
So
I don't know why Ace is attacking this man.
Great.
I don't know who this man is.
Yeah, I got a 2, so you fail,
All right.
and
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a story move. Ooh, I am going to. Ooh. I am going to use a aspect against you, and I'm going to say your high concept gadgeteer with king-sized ideas, unfortunately, is going to act up in this moment because you untied the rope from the walrus, but you had it tethered inside. The other end was originally tethered inside the base. And you forgot that you installed the quick retract on that end, much like a tape measurer. And so there you are approaching the V.P.P, and it sort of snaps back.
Right.
And you get a significant rope burn on your hand. So you're going to feel your first... ooh, no, that's kind of a double whammy. That's too many things. You don't take harm. Because I don't.
Okay, but I do follow my butt. I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Falling on your butt. That's a good one. That's a nice soft place to land.
Yeah, just.
Who goes next?
I'm gonna say Carrie because she was approaching.
Great, Carrie with the Bostonians. What do you do?
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna jump up onto Cap'n
Great.
here, and I don't know what is going on exactly, but I see that Ace is going after this guy. So while he's sort of distracted, I'm gonna try to surprise him. I'm gonna go up to. I mean, he put that thing on Cap'n too. Can I tell what's going on with that?
How much do you understand super science?
I've written about it a bit.
I think you can take your turn trying to understand it and create a potential advantage.
Does it seem like it's hurting Cap'n?
The walrus does not seem to be in pain.
Okay, I'll just try to. I'll try to. So I'll go up to Cap'n and I'll give the command to speak, because I assume Mike Pence is very close to Cap'n, and I'm gonna try to surprise him with
Okay,
a
great.
loud walrus bark.
I'm gonna call that an attack.
Because
Yeah.
I trust Ace, but I don't necessarily want to like kill this guy, but
Yeah.
let's
Subdue him.
Let's get him off his balance.
Great. Go ahead and roll. I will roll for V.P.P.
I feel like this might be sneaky actually, because I'm trying to catch him by surprise.
I think that's fine.
Ooh. All right. Well, I got a 3, and I think I'm content with that.
I want a lot of 3s tonight.
All right. You're content with your 3, you said, right?
I am.
All right. Well, I got a -2, so good call. You succeed with style. We are filling a. Do you want to fill a second hitbox?
Yeah, let's fill another hitbox.
Okay. And you get to create an aspect. What were you thinking? Stunned, off balance?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, we'll go with off balance. I like that.
All
I think
right.
I used that term originally.
Yeah, I was trying to pull from your language. And that brings us to Jacques Dumont. Jacques, what do you do?
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Well, I don't know who Mike Pence is,
No.
but I know that clearly Ace considers him to be her enemy.
Yes.
And one of Jacques' aspects is that he sleeps with the enemy sometimes.
Yes.
And there's just something about this man's stark white hair and his silver fox look and that kind of
I hate that.
Midwest Cornhusker accent that just makes Jacques feel warm inside. And so Jacques is going to walk up, lock eyes with him, and just reach to brush the side of his face with his hands and say, in his best, smoky come hither eye, "What have you done to hurt my friend? Feelings, my sweet." That was the wrong accent, but I'm going with it.
Yeah.
So there's suddenly makes me feel warm and a little German, apparently.
You were switching languages earlier. It's a confusing time.
It's a weird day.
Yeah.
Even weirder for this guy because Jacques is going to make his best, charm attempt to become friends and maybe more. We'll see.
Okay, let's see what happens.
Does Pence get like a negative modifier for being homophobic?
Let's find out.
So that only comes up to a 2 for me.
Are you content with your 2?
I'm gonna keep it for now.
Okay. I also have a 2, so you tie in this attack.
The immovable object.
So you have a
Unstoppable
choice on
force.
this one. When we tie on an attack, it's a little different than tying on some of the other ones. You can either succeed, and I'm sorry. You succeed and the GM makes a story move, or you fail and the GM cannot. It's your choice.
I'm gonna choose to succeed.
I did not know you were going to be playing Mike Pence /fic tonight, but this is really funny. This is the last thing I expected from this game, but here we are.
Oh. Yeah, all of the Ace adventures that we've done here on Gehenna Gaming have been very different from each other. I can say that with a fair amount of confidence.
You mean they haven't all been Mike Penn slash Fact?
They have not all been.
I'm not back. I'm gonna unback this game.
No, I'm sorry. That would be, if you want to play that game on a regular basis, you can purchase Slash or Slash 2 from Games by Playdate. It's pretty fun, actually. Anyway, I think the V.P.P gets a little flush in the face. And
Mon petit renard argent.
he kisses you on the lips. And he seems to
Nice
melt
cheek.
into you for just a moment.
Oh my god.
And I am once again going to use leverage a hero's aspect against them. And as you seem to melt into the lips of your enemy, you are suddenly turned around, and the V.P.P has a knife to your throat. And he calls it out, "If anyone makes another move toward me, it will be the end of this beautiful, beautiful man's life." Jacques, you were at the end of initiative. You get to pick who goes first.
Yeah, I'm gonna be that guy. I'm gonna pick me again because I'm not done with this.
Okay,
Do it.
great.
Do it. No, please.
So
I just wanna watch this. Like I could leave. Like it's just fine.
So Jacques is just gonna keep the charm offensive going. Jacques is actually gonna lean into Mike. Like just like almost like kind of like fall into him a little bit and put a bit of his weight onto Mike, and take his hands and just put them on Mike's hips from behind and be like, "There's no need to fight." Why can't I do a French accent tonight? There's no need to fight when you can love.
Okay, yep, let's do it. Roll another roll off.
No, it's so those balance out totally. I have a 2 again.
Okay, are you content with your 2?
It got me this far. Yeah, let's try it again.
Okay. You have once again tied. I kid you not. I kid you not. And I'm not revealing VP Pence's hitboxes, but so far you've filled in 3. It could be that you just need to fill in this one right now and the fight is over. Do you want to fill in a hitbox and create an aspect, or do you want to just create an aspect with a free use for the next person?
I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna succeed and
Okay.
create an aspect and give you the story turn.
Yep. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. That was I treated you like you had succeeded with style, but you followed the rules. Thank you for doing that. I appreciate.
I mean,
you
that was
following
very stylish, though.
the rules. I was stylish. Whether you rolled to succeed with style or not, it was stylish. We all have to admit to that. You succeed, and Mike Pence lets you go. He throws the knife to the ground, and he goes, "For all my planning, this is nothing I ever could have foreseen. We're now out of initiative, and we have subdued Mike Pence with love."
I think Ace jumps off the walrus. Her fists
So-
are, like, balled up,
Okay.
and I want to be like, "How did you get back here?"
And he says, "We made our own time machine when you didn't come back.
Do you have it?
Not on me, but it's not far. But you can't go back. You don't want to go back. The worst thing has happened."
What?
Trump lost the re-election.
Oh God! Thank God.
And he goes, because they told me you would be like this. But everybody else is just.
I just go, wait,
Yeah.
who's Trump?
Yeah, has Ace told us about any of the future, or are we just like, eh?
I think when 8.
You mean that guy who owns all those crappy buildings in New York?
I don't think. Yeah. Oh,
Is
is
he
that
even
what
around-
the,
was his
the
father
little
around
bit that
then?
Ace has told you?
I think that. I don't know. I think that's even before Trump's father.
Probably.
Oh
I think
yeah,
it's true.
it is. It is. Yeah.
So who's Trump? That's all I say.
He's the worst president we've ever had. He's worse than Wilson.
Is he worse than Taft?
He is.
How? What about the
And
one
this
that
is-
died after the
This is
inauguration?
the vice president.
Ooh.
Okay. Why are you a Rocket Man, Vice President Rocket Man?
I came back to try to fix the future, only to find that it was already changed.
What are you trying to fix about the future? What does the walrus have to do with anything?
I was just trying to make myself look like a hero, so people would trust me.
So you did this to poor Cap'n just to make yourself look good?
Oh, no, I'm afraid that I am a man of God, not of mad science. I had to find someone who could help me.
See what I'm talking about?
Wait, so you paid someone to mutate this poor creature so that you could show up and vibrate it with a little box and make it better?
Oh, well, it was more like a bribe than paying them, but yeah,
A bribe is just a worse way to say pay.
maybe for you.
Guys, I can go back.
And it sounds like it's better for you.
It really isn't. It's awful now.
Question
It
is, can
sounded
you
better.
trust this guy?
Oh, yeah. It is a question.
We have
Yeah.
hornets called murder hornets. That's what they're called now.
I mean, we took down a whole swarm of murder hornets the other week. We can handle that.
This is not so bad. It's why I give up. Ace, why do you hate this man so much?
He took money for to combat HIV/AIDS and gave it to
What's HIV/AIDS?
Oh, it was
Okay.
this plague that God sent to strike down bad people.
Why?
it's
why
a
would
sexually transmitted disease that's deadly, and he put the money into conversion therapy.
What? Sorry, I have too many questions. What's conversion therapy?
Oh, it makes bad people better.
Like,
It's to make gay people straight.
oh, that's stupid.
and Jacques, without even giving a second thought, turns around and claps Pence across the face.
I think we knocked Pence unconscious, so I no longer have to speak in Pence sentences.
You are a hypocrite.
Sentences.
Handsome
Sentences,
hypocrite.
thank you. Yep.
This is an excellent time to check in on the Kickstarter. Let me refresh my dashboard here. There's 12 minutes left to go. We are 184% funded right now with 202 backers. So thank you.
Yeah.
to the
Mike's
backers.
Pen /Fit got his 2 backers.
Potentially got us 2 backers. If that's what you were waiting for, I'm glad we found the thing.
I just hope that, like, I have an open window and I keep wondering if my neighbor is going to hear me yelling these things about Mike Pen /Fic.
I
And,
mean-
like,
We all cope differently. It's a pandemic. I would be very understanding should I hear these words at this time. I'm just saying, if it was me, I would just sort of nod my head and keep going about my day. Now you have a time traveler, a second time traveler, but now you have a subdued time traveler.
And ostensibly a time travel device.
Yes, and some
We should
other
also make
devices
sure-
on them.
We should also make sure his time machine doesn't also explode, like mine did.
Right.
Oh yeah, that
yeah,
wasn't great.
that would be for the best.
The propulsion pack seems to be hissing and glowing a little.
I'm gonna look at it.
Okay, great.
This is my job.
This is your job. Let us roll to overcome an obstacle so you can try to figure out more about the pack safely.
Yeah.
Is your goal to do it safely?
Yeah, it's to do it safely and figure out as much as I can and see if we need to like dispose of it somewhere.
Okay. Which
Yeah.
approach do you think you're using?
I think it's just gonna be all clever.
Okay. I'm setting a difficulty, and I'm setting a difficulty specifically with you in mind. I will clarify.
Fine. I've been rolling like crap all day. Actually, I'm not this time. I actually rolled a 5.
Excellent. Are you content with your 5?
I am content with my 5. I'm under pressure. I fell on my butt.
Yeah.
There's a weird time traveler here. I'm doing my absolute best.
Well, I set the difficulty at 2. So you
Nice.
succeed with style. It would have been higher for the rest of y'all. That's what I meant by that when I
That
said
makes sense.
Hey, we just got a new backer. My phone lights up when that happens. Thanks. I guess you like jetpacks maybe.
I actually tried to back it, but I couldn't because my credit card's out of date. So
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'll either back it on the break or I'll do it in backer kit later.
Yeah. For everybody watching at home, I've said this to some people already. If you are experiencing anything right now and you just can't back it, but you really wanted to, don't worry. That's a completely funded Kickstarter. The PDF and softcover edition will be available later next year. So don't worry about it. You're still.
It's all good. It got funded. You
Yeah.
got cool art.
Right. Don't worry about it. There's no guilt. There's no guilt with Ace Adventure. What were we doing? We were overcoming an obstacle. We did it with style. Oh, great. Oh, I have to correct that. There's a typo there. How many weeks have been playing with that typo?
One that says fate, F-A-I-T?
Yeah,
Or a
I
different
spelled
one?
fate like no one spells fate. That's not a thing.
I spelled it like fait accompli.
Yes.
French.
I was about to say French, but then I got nervous that I was wrong. But you succeed, and I will tell you what that means. And you gain a fate point. So however many fate points you have, I don't think you spent any, did you?
I haven't. Now I have 3.
So you're at 3 now, which is super exciting.
Boom.
There's no cap on fate points on the sheets that our people are using. I wrote 2 out of 2 at the beginning. That was just to remind myself to reset them at 2 for the beginning of adventure. You always start the adventure with 2 fate points, but there's no cap. If you want to just keep making your life horrible, you can get all sorts of fate points. It'll be great. Anyway, you succeed, and you quickly learn that this is that type of power that everyone's been scared of in this world. It's that nuclear power that only mad scientists use.
Right.
That's what he's using to propel himself. And it looks like the power source might be leaking radiation, but you have dealt with radiation a fair amount because of the giant radiated monsters that come from London. So you know how to put it in a safe place.
So yeah, I like put on my lead lined front apron thing that I deal with. I pick it up. I try to disable it. I want to try to disable it, but if I can't, it's just going to be leaking anyway. Then she's
You want
just
to
going to
patch it up?
Yeah, she wants to see if she can stop it from leaking radiation, stabilize it essentially, as opposed to
I'll
just
let you
storing
do
it in the lead
that as
box.
part of that action. I'm not even going to make
Okay.
you roll again.
right, cool.
Yeah, I think it's a little dinged. You know,
Yeah.
it's not the shape that it was originally meant to be, but it probably will fly.
Yeah, well, I mean,
and
I've been studying this stuff, so I just want to fix it
Yeah.
to the best of my ability, so it won't explode and kill us all.
It won't explode and kill you all. That you are super successful at doing.
I consider that a win.
Yeah. Hey Patrick, thanks for backing the Kickstarter. Appreciate that. Just happened.
Is that where you went? Did you go to get your wallet?
Maybe.
I love that. You're a better friend than I am, apparently.
Oh no! Oh, we just had a new
204
subscriber
backers.
to the channel. Welcome,
Davnik.
Davnik. I know you from the Discord. Everyone join the Discord. Great. So we still have a subdued Pence, and we have a what do you call it? A jetpack now with a mysterious power source.
And a friendly walrus.
And a friendly walrus. You know what we should do?
A vibrating walrus.
Let's take 5 now. Let's take our 5-minute break, and we'll come back for like the last minute of the Kickstarter, and then we'll finish the adventure. It'll be fun. Doesn't that sound like fun?
It does.
That way everyone
always
can get
does.
water and whatnot. So we're going to take a quick 5. All right, everybody? We love you very much, and we will see you soon. Button. This very Pee Wee Hermione. Hey everybody, we're back. I'm watching the Kickstarter page live right now. We just hit 30 seconds. There's 30 seconds to go. There's less than 30 seconds now. I want to thank everybody who's backed the Kickstarter. Everybody who hasn't backed the Kickstarter but has supported us, you're awesome too. Everybody who's made it to any of the showings, the live showings, you're awesome. Everyone who's participated in all of the live showings. Okay, 11 seconds of 10, 9, 8. It's faster than we can count.
7.
Wait, 5,
5,
4,
4,
3, 2,
1.
Oh,
wow,
someone
there's
got in right into the
confetti.
wire.
Hey!
Oh, look at this confetti. It's like explosions. Oh, I love it. Oh, that's so much fun.
We're all in the wrong boxes.
Are we all in the wrong box? I can fix it. Don't worry.
Yeah, I think Brian turned his.
Oh yeah, but luckily Zoom just has a drag and drop thing now, so it's not.
Oh yeah, no, it's all good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I will put. Let's see. Hold on. I'm gonna fix this.
Congratulations, though, Brian.
Oh, thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Did it.
I'm so excited. This is. I know I've said it before, but this has been sort of like a dream project of mine. I've been wanting to do it for years and years. Patrick will attest that I've been working on this game for something like I don't know, 8 years, something crazy like that.
About right.
And I just, I finished other things in the meantime, and this just never felt done, and it finally felt done. So I'm so excited.
Nice.
So thrilled. What do you mean? Someone says $40 off. What is it? How could it be $40 off? What does that mean?
It's
Because it's
Yeah.
6960. Yeah, but we got a 69 in there, so that's pretty good. In fact, it's nice.
It's actually only $9 off.
yeah.
Should have been 6969.
Right. Exactly.
Clearly.
So don't worry, fam.
Waste.
I also captured it earlier when it was 6699. I got that picture, so
Nice.
no worries.
Nice.
We're good. We're fine. I'm very excited. We can go back and finish the game now, but I did all my thank yous, and you're great. You're all great. Look at all you great people
Look at all y'all.
being awesome.
I said it off stream, but thank you so much for letting us be a part of this, Brian.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you. This is very
Thank you
fun.
very much.
We appreciate
I'm
it.
so
Congratulations.
grateful for everyone who's come on the streams, including everyone who's with me right now. So thank you so much. Thank you especially, well, not especially, but a little, just a tiny bit more to Natalie and Brian, who's been with me all 4 weeks.
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
Yeah.
It's so much
a fun
fun.
experiment we did where we had like a series of one-shots that really aren't connected in any way. But to have some people keep coming back and have new guests every week, I think it was successful. I don't know. We'll see what the High Council says lately. They're the judgy ones. Not lately, later.
Don't let
Carrie
them
had-
judge you.
Carrie has been a little confused at the changing personalities of some of her friends. But
What? No. People have been so consistent. I don't know what you're
That
talking
is the
about.
really, really funny thing when people play the same character in different ways. Like I played a Vaesen game a while back, or Vaesen, however you say it, where I played a character that had been played previously in other games run by the same GM. And apparently I made a very similar choice to one of the previous players, which is a little weird, but also I made very different choices from other players. And so yeah, like you just never know.
I love that. And one of the reasons why we did it is one of the big things with this game is there's even a section in the book called Make the Royal Flush Your Own. And these characters aren't meant to be static or stagnant. Even on the sheets, we've got lines empty to help customize them. And that's only if you want to use the Royal Flush. You can create a brand new set of heroes.
Oh yeah, of course.
So
Yeah, we do pre-gens in all of our books, and then we
Yeah.
also are like, do whatever the hell you want. It's your game. I don't
Right.
care. Have fun.
So I wanted to show that to people, like how different these characters can be. And I think everyone's helped me do that. So awesome sauceum. Whew. Okay. Back
What a
to
rush. Finish the Kickstarter.
Yeah. But let's see if we can figure out where Pence's ally and or time machine is. How about that? So you have a jetpack. It's no longer leaking radiation. You do notice that the walrus has started to shrink, and their bat wings especially seem to be shrinking faster than the rest of him. And you have an unconscious.
Do they seem distressed or hurt in any
They
way by
don't.
the shrinking?
They don't. They seem
Okay.
tired, if anything.
Okay.
Oh, Captain.
Yeah. What do you want to do?
I think we should probably get Captain somewhere safe once they're small enough to be somewhere safe, like in a crate.
I think that's still gonna take a minute.
Okay.
I'm gonna get some of the fish from that boat so that Captain will have something to snack on.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can get some fish from the
Calm down.
people drop you off. That's awfully nice of you. Great.
I'm gonna search Mike Pence
Great.
because maybe he has some identification or a clue on him.
He doesn't have any identification on him or anything that would indicate that he's from the future as far as like paper money or like a funny wallet or anything like that. He seems to have acclimated with his possessions and clothing, except that his belt has a lot of devices that are very nondescript looking. But you can tell just from like the little dials on them that they all definitely do something. Like you could definitely spend some time playing with this. This
Yeah,
is a
so
belt of toys.
while they're doing whatever they're gonna do, I'm gonna start hyper focusing on the belt and trying to figure out what's going on with it.
Awesome. Great.
As an ADHD having person, I'm just assuming that Whitney has it too. So
Now she does.
I'm like thing to look at.
I think Ace is trying to burn off some anger, and whenever she needs to burn off some anger, she flies high and fast.
Okay.
But someone needs to watch Pence because everyone's going off their separate directions. So she's going to pull his unconscious body and strap it in the passenger seat behind her.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So that's where he'll wake up.
I will keep an eye on him.
Jacques, you're gonna get in the plane too?
No, Jacques is going to keep an eye on Mike Pence the entire time and wait for him to
Okay,
wake
if
up.
you're going to keep an eye on him,
Oh
then
yes,
I'll leave
he has
him
time.
with you.
Oh, he has some explaining to do.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, great.
Okay. Yeah. Don't hold back on the interrogation.
I'll be rough.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
So let's jump to
Should I have my recorder on or off?
You tell me.
Yeah, maybe play it by ear. You know, posterity might want to hear this.
Perfect.
So let's have Carrie in the room as Mike Pence wakes up. Are you gonna like tie him to a chair or something, or?
Yeah. So Jacques is gonna, prop him up, tie him to a chair. He's gonna make sure Mike Pence doesn't have anything in his pockets, anything, kind of on him that's technological looking. I'm gonna just leave him in his like normal clothing and just have him there propped up seating.
Great.
Yep.
He'll wake up and he'll say, "Oh, I've had the strangest dream."
What did you dream about?
It's true. You have to let me go, or the future will forever be changed, and that's bad.
Right now, I need you to not worry about the future and just be in the room with me, okay? Because we need to talk for a minute.
Okay.
So I gather from what you said to my friend Ace that you seem to have a problem with people who are attracted to people of the same gender or other genders than what you deem appropriate. Is that correct?
Oh, well, it's not what God likes.
Mike, I was there. I think I know what you might like.
Well, that was new and confusing, and it certainly won't work again.
It wasn't. Listen, man, no one can make you like something that you don't like. How do I put this? People are the way they are, and that's okay. Listen, I get that you believe in a God, and that's fine. But if you believe in a God who loves people, don't you believe in a God who would love people for the way he made them?
Okay. You got me. I would never say this in front of an audience, but it's never really made any sense. Who would even believe that? I don't believe in God. That's just baloney.
Oh, you bastard.
Yeah. Little.
So, and how do I do this? Jacques is gonna try to just give Carrie just the most like furtive kind of like.
I'm getting this. I don't say it, but I'm getting this. And
So are you? So you're telling me, and I just want to make sure it's just us boys here, that it's all an act.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
For what? For votes? For what? What's your end game?
Oh, yeah, no, people just love it. I mean, if you say that it's for God, they'll pretty much believe anything. As long as you were
that's
consistent enough.
That is so smart. That is so smart.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, I never saw that,
You
but
actually don't even have to be that consistent. Like, you can change your mind like every other week. Like, that's really as consistent as you have to be.
okay.
And then you just lie about what you said previously. It's fine.
Oh, that is so smart. You're such a genius, Mike Pence.
Thank you.
But just so I know I'm not going crazy. When we, locked eyes and we had that warm moment and we kissed and you like held me and I held on you. That was, you were into that, right? That wasn't just me because
I mean, it's
You are-
weird. In retrospect, I feel slightly repulsed by the idea, but I would do it again.
well, that's certainly good to hear because I have to say you are a handsome devil.
Thank you.
I-
Thank you.
Of course, I really have to say I like the whole silver-haired look. And something about that, just that Midwest, and like Jacques actually begins to like get a little dreamy here. Something just about that corn husker accent you got, just something so down on the farm about it. Just sorry. Mike, I gotta ask though, where did you come from? Like, where's your time machine? Where's your base? Where are you
Well, part
based
of-
out of here?
My deal with the doctor is that I would leave the time machine with him. He used the nuclear generator there to sort of retrofit all sorts of gadgets.
So the doctor has your time machine.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So where can we go to make a house call on the doctor, Mike?
Oh no, I can't tell you that. I'm pretty sure he's gonna like still go through with like the rest of our plan. He's kind of out there though. It'll probably be way more aggressive now that I'm not there to like slow him down and pace things.
Oh, well, then you should take us with you back to him so we can slow him down and pace things.
No, I don't
'Cause
know.
you-
I think with me captured, right? Like you've got me captured.
Mhm.
That ace seems pretty liberal. It might be better to just destroy the timeline than to let it continue.
Mike, let me ask you a question. You want to go home eventually, right? Back to your home time?
Well, I'd like to go back to a better timeline, but if that's not an option, that's not an option. I mean, have you ever heard the phrase "Make America Great Again"?
Well,
America
I mean-
seems a lot better now, ever since Ace got here.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, but
Not
there's
even here,
still
but I'm just
time
excited.
to like rewind some of that stuff, I think. I mean, I might just stick around here. There's a lot more people who think like me.
how do I put this eloquently? And with that, Jacques is gonna hit Mike as hard as he can in the breadbasket with his cane.
Okay, great. I think he spits blood.
Listen, you corn-fed farm boy mother bleeper, because we're on the internet.
No, we say fuck. It's okay.
Oh, we can't. Okay, listen.
Oh
you-
yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
Listen, you corn-fed farm boy, cornstalk loving motherfucker. if you don't tell us where your stuff is, we're going to beat you to a pulp because you're tied to a chair in our secret base.
You know, you make a really compelling argument.
I know, right?
Let's why don't I tell you? I'll tell you the address even.
Great.
And he totally does. He gives you a location not that far outside the city in Revere, Massachusetts.
Of course it's Revere. It's always Revere. Je suis désolé. Revoir.
Yeah? Is that the French version?
Revoir.
Revoir, yeah.
Revoir.
I don't think Revere is super developed yet, so we're going to go with that. So, it's, I don't know. Now you know where the base is. It's a warehouse, because that's where I put secret bases.
All right. Before we head off there, I'm going to make a copy of this recording. Cut out the part with Jacques punching Mike Pence.
Okay.
And I'm going to mail that to the, or actually I'll just take it over to the Boston American in a little box that says open in 2016.
Okay. Great. Yeah. Obviously, we'll pull a Back to the Future moment, where it's like, this obviously has to be only open in 2016, and everyone believes that for good reasons.
Sure.
Yeah. It's gonna be great.
It'll just make more sense then.
It'll be better. Don't worry.
So before we leave, Jacques is going to lean in close to Mike, and he's going to say, "Merci beaucoup for your help, Michel." He's going to place a hand on Mike's thigh and give him just the most romantic mouth-on-mouth kiss he's ever had in his entire life. He's going to say, "That is so you always remember me." And then he's going to rear back and punch him as hard as he can in the balls. He'd be like, "And that is so you do not forget."
Amazing. I think he falls unconscious due to the pain, so that I don't have to come up with anything that Mike Pence says. Because it's not fun. He's not a fun person to play. I do want to give you a little update real quick, Patrick. Patrick, are you watching the chat at all in the stream?
You have to remember that I'm borderline illiterate, tech-wise, so I can't see that chat.
I thought maybe you couldn't. So I just wanted to let you know that the chat likes you very much, and they have requested that you stick around in the future. So I might have to teach you how to use Discord later, because they think you're pretty neat.
Oh, well, people in the chat, thank you so much.
Yeah.
I'd be happy to. That'd be great.
All right, there you go, chat. I knew I had a feeling that he didn't see it, so now he knows. All right, great. Shall we go out with a bang? Should we do a big dramatic scene where we hid to the warehouse? I mean, maybe not a bang.
Question.
Yes.
Can I fly the jetpack now? Have I figured it
Yes,
out?
of course you can.
So I am in the jetpack and the helmet.
Great. Are you going to wear the helmet?
But yeah, I don't want to crash and hurt my head.
Okay, so you put the helmet on, and it's like nothing you've ever seen before. You are getting a heads-up display. This is like the one thing that he brought from the future.
It's like Iron Man.
It is
it's
like
all that
Iron
shit.
Man.
Yes! Ooh.
Absolutely.
Whoa. Everybody.
You guys radio the Ace
You
was already
have
in
to
the
try
air.
this.
Yeah.
You guys radio ahead to Ace.
That you know where the bad guy is.
Yeah, we'll meet there. We'll like radio ahead and give a rendezvous point so we can have our final confrontation.
Okay.
Cool.
But also, I'm in jetpack now. Should I put the
Oh, you want to put your yeah? There you go.
Yes.
Yes.
No, I can't see for shit. No, I'm not gonna do that. I can't see it all.
But we all saw it. We knew
Wait,
it happened.
Just put them on for 1 second so I can get the full visual effect.
Full effect. Okay.
There it is.
I like
The
it.
coolest thing I'm going to see all year. And there it is.
There it is. There it is.
They're full of condensation because they're very cheap goggles.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So great. So y'all are gonna head to the warehouse. I want, just like Dixie has decided to grab the jetpack. Does anybody else want to do anything in preparation for this final confrontation?
I have the belt too. I've just put on all of his accessories, and I'm
Great.
like, I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
And probably a weapon. I'm assuming we have weapons.
I mean, you've got fighters with like guns, and you've got bombers with bombs, and you can take that information and decide if you have something that is handheld, such as the grappling gun that you created earlier, if you want to have a weapon of some kind.
Yeah. I at least have some kind of like modified pistol that I've done probably something weird too, because in my brain now this is like 1960s Batman.
Yeah, why not? Now it is.
And I'm just gonna hitch ride with one of them so I can keep trying to fiddle with the belt and stuff. So I'm not actually flying the jetpack over there, but I have it in preparation when we get there.
Okay. Jacques, do you want to fly a plane?
I do. Before I go to the planes, though, Jacques wants to go to his quarters, and he's going to open up his closet. And, well, there's one closet in particular he wants to go up to, open it up, and the entire thing from wall to wall is just canes. Just nothing but canes. So he puts the cane he has and puts it in, takes another one out, hits a button, flamethrower. No. Takes another one, and another one. Shing! Cane sword. Cane sword today.
That's a good one.
And then scarf, helmet, goggles, and Jacques is going to go to his antiquated biplane and elegantly fly to Revere.
Great.
I'm gonna fly with Jacques because the biplane seems cool.
That sounds good. What about you, Carrie?
Yeah, let's steal 10's plane this time, because Queen's is still getting repaired from the last time.
Crashing all of your friends' planes.
Listen, they shouldn't have taken that trip to Ottawa. That's all I'm saying.
Should have gone to Quebec.
Great. So now we're all in the air. Let's see here, Whitney. Let's say, oh, I know what I'm going to do. Hold on one second. What's it called? It's called, let's see. Awesome.
It's called Awesome?
With the power of the internet, I have, ooh, I like it. I have found a sci-fi weapon concept generator.
All right.
Because if you put a few words in front of generator, it probably exists on the internet.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes.
I'm going to say that you play with these devices, and you find that one of these small boxes is transforms into a katana, kind of like a McDonald's toy that is like a transformer. It kind of just folds out into a katana. So you got that. You've got the this cube that you're not sure exactly what you'd use it for, but it vibrates exceptionally fast when you turn up the dial. There's definitely a use there. And you get, some of these just don't make any sense. One of them is a small drone that you can control with your helmet and see what it sees. There you go, with the power of the internet.
They're on the sheet, so I won't forget.
Cool toys, yay! So,
I'm like leaning forward in the seat while Jacques is trying to fly, and I'm like, "Look at this!" And I go, and just like the katana just opens across the cockpit, and I'm like, and it goes back, and I'm like, "Look at this! This is cool."
It is very cool indeed. But I am trying to fly the plane.
You should use this instead of a cane sword. This makes so much more sense. You could put it in your pocket.
Yes, no, and it's gone again. Yes, it is a very, very cool robotic toy you have, but mine is elegant and stylish.
Did you see this katana? It's not like It's stylish.
I'm just picturing it like
It
a
folds
slap
up.
bracelet. It's that.
I was picturing like Ivy's chainsword from Soul Calibur.
Oh yeah.
but a katana somehow.
But a katana.
Anyway.
So it's about a little thing turns into a katana. That's all we need to know. We can all picture it differently. It's fine.
I mean, are you telling me I can borrow your robot katana?
After this one, maybe.
We're gonna take a quick vote, okay? By show of hands amongst my players, you're gonna tell me whether you think this is a situation that you want to start with, make it immediately a physical altercation, whether you want to start it with stealth, or whether you want to sort of like maybe start by talking. Okay, so I'm gonna say, raise your hand if you think this is going to be a confrontation that is going to be violent right up front. Okay, raise your hand if you think we should start this with stealth. Well, 3, and talking.
Like,
1.
I'm fine with either. So I'm gonna go like I'm good with either.
Okay, so stealth. Does anyone have stealth +2? Oh,
Yes.
I have a drone.
you do have a drone. So
And I'm flying
have a
my
drone.
plane subtle like.
yes, well, 10's plane, but we're gonna have you start initiative. We're not even gonna plan this event. We're just gonna have you go first, and we'll see what happens. As y'all didn't really talk this through, which is great. So Carrie, you're the first to arrive at the warehouse, and I'm gonna say no matter how you approach, you see 2 individuals who look like average Americans. One's got a big beard. It looks like maybe he's like a dock worker by trade. The other guy, maybe a factory worker. You know, a little rough, but not too rough. And they're both standing outside this entrance to the warehouse with guns.
Well, so I think for my approach, I want to set 10's plane into like autopilot mode, and then I'll parachute down onto the roof of this warehouse.
Oh, fantastic! So let us see if you can get to the warehouse without anyone noticing. Is that your goal?
Yeah.
All right. So would you say you want to use stealth here?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to set the difficulty for landing on the roof without anyone noticing. I have set this difficulty. Please roll.
I got a 2.
Okay. Are you content with your 2?
Yeah, 2 seems good.
I actually set this at 3. So you fail in overcoming the obstacle, which is the people who are on guard. But this is what happens on a failure. The GM, me, may declare that you are still successful, especially if it moves the story forward. If successful, the GM makes 2 story moves. If you fail, the GM still makes 1 story move. I don't think you being sneaky does move the story forward. I'm going to lean on failure. I think that makes the story more interesting. So you land on the roof, and unfortunately, you just don't stick the landing. You land with kind of a thud, and you hear voices below you, or at least one voice, and there's like, "What was that? Oh my goodness! We're under attack! It's an invasion! Everything that we ever feared is happening!"
I'm just a bird.
It's the birds! That was your action. Who would you like to go next?
Let's let Ace go next.
All right, Ace. What would you like to do?
I, the player, Natalie, voted for stealth. I don't think Ace would vote for stealth.
That's fine.
Um, and stealth has already been blown anyway. So, like, what is around this warehouse? Is there like an airstrip there that they have?
Yeah,
for
there is an airstrip there.
airplanes?
How did you know?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come down and like drop bombs on their airstrip. If they think they're under attack, I'm gonna make them think they're under attack.
Okay. All right, great. I'm going to call this an attack because we're essentially giving them like a condition, or reinforcing the condition. So you know what I'm going to roll? I'm going to roll for the people on a watch. I'm going to roll against you and see if they see through your real fake attack.
Okay.
Go ahead. What approach do you think you're using?
Forceful.
Forceful. Oh, I think that makes perfect sense. All right, I have my number. What's yours?
I rolled a -2 and I get to add 1, so that's a -1.
Are you content with your -1?
I am not.
Do you have any fate points?
I do. I have 2 fate points.
Excellent. Would you like to use one?
I would like to use one.
Which of your approaches do you feel helps you bomb an airfield?
I'm the ace pilot of tomorrow.
You are
I'm the ace pilot. This is what I do.
Do you want to add to or re-roll?
I want to re-roll.
Great, please re-roll.
I rolled a +4 with my +1, so that gets me up to a +5.
Are you content with your +5?
I am.
Great. I got a 0. So
Okay.
You succeed with style on your attack. Would you like to? I'm going to say this affects both of the people who are outside on guard. Would you like to damage and create a conditional aspect, or create a conditional aspect for the free use for other people to be even more fantastical on?
I'd like to damage and give a conditional aspect.
Okay. So these are absolute mooks. And just damaging them is going to take them out of the fight completely.
Okay.
They run to the nearest bar. They just drop their guns and they run to the only safe place they can think of, which is a bar.
The baddest bar in Revere.
This bar in Revere. Great, Ace. That was you.
And I get to give a condition too.
Oh
right?
yeah, you can give them a condition.
To them. I thought I could give a condition like the thing.
Let's give. Is there like a general condition you want to give?
I was thinking, thinking like the Lavender Menace is here.
The Lavender Menace?
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? Sure. The Lavender Menace is here. I'm writing it down so it's true.
What does that mean?
That was what gay people were attacked as in the 1920s when it was thought they were helping the communists. They were the Lavender Menace.
Right.
Okay. I knew I had heard that term and I couldn't figure out why. So thank you.
So, Carrie, you hear from inside that same panicking voice from before. They go, "Oh my gosh, it's bombs! Obviously that means that the birds are working with the gays. It's the Lavender Menace."
I mean, if frogs are gay, then birds can be gay.
Right.
It makes perfect sense.
It really, yeah.
Yeah.
If
so Carrie has gone. Ace has gone.
Alex
Ace,
Jones.
who goes next?
Let's have Whitney go next.
Okay.
I'm assuming that we are approaching, correct, Jacques? Because I'm in your car. Okay. So as we're approaching, I am going to jetpack out of the plane. Did I say I was in your car? Do I not know what planes are anymore?
Yeah,
it's my car of the sky.
Yeah.
I knew what I meant. I was picturing an airplane.
You
You do flying cars so often. You just made it happen.
Yeah. Anyway, as we approach, I am going to jetpack out of the back of the plane, probably startling Jacques, who I did not warn. And I'm going to deploy my drone.
Yes.
So I can kind of hover. Can I hover? I can hover in this. Why not? It's futuristic.
You can totally hover.
So I'm going to hover in my jetpack up in the air while my drone checks out what's going on down there as far as Mr. Hair Doctor Man.
Okay, so I think we're creating an advantage to see inside.
Sure.
Go ahead and tell me what aspect do you think using a drone to spy inside best represents?
I want it to be clever, but it's probably sneaky.
Do you care if the drone gets noticed?
Not really. I didn't pay for it.
Then let's go with clever.
All right.
I'm going to set a difficulty. I have set that difficulty.
Okay. I rolled a 4.
Cool. Are you content with your 4?
I am content with my 4.
Great. I set it at 0 because you're wearing this super fantastic helmet.
Should I early debut my other cool glasses? Because I kind of feel like I should.
I don't mind. I wasn't
for
going to
this.
encourage you to do so because I know you were saving them.
No, it's okay. It'll be
Yeah.
a different color tomorrow.
Everybody check this out. Dixie is Iron.
These were
Whitney
for
King.
Cyberpunk, but I'm going to use them for right now.
Yes.
Be my HUD. There we go.
Little did you realize that this is not just a diesel punk game, but tonight it is a cyberpunk game.
For one night only.
One night only. Fantastic. So you sneak the drone in, and you see inside there's all these tables with like half-finished inventions. There's definitely they're using like these like old bathtubs to play with uranium rods, which is probably not the best
Yeah, that's a
plan
terrible idea.
that they've
I've already figured that out.
ever done. And then in the in one corner there is an exercise bike with like a VR sphere around it that is clearly the time machine. You can tell because you're smart.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
Does it seem stable as of right now? Or does it seem like it's going to explode and eradicate Boston?
At the moment, it doesn't seem like anything is happening, except that there is this clear mad scientist character as they are wearing a lab coat and their hair is messy.
Oh yeah, that's all it takes.
Yeah, and they're gathering up devices and they keep looking over at the time machine nervously.
All right, okay. So I will.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, so I will get on whatever radio device we have just to let my friends know, like, if they go in there, don't touch the rods in the bathtubs. That's a terrible idea. And also, I've triangulated the time machine and the mad scientist, so we should go to my drone's coordinates.
Great. I'm going to throw an advantage on the table because I said you were creating an advantage. And I'm just going to name it real quick and call it the Inside Scoop.
Oh yeah.
And that
Sorry,
has
Carrie.
2 free uses on it. So anybody can use the information we just revealed to their advantage. 2 free uses. So, Jacques, you're up. What do you want to do?
All right, I'm gonna first apply my my flying gear.
Yes, there you go. Very nice.
Here,
You can't fly unless you're smoking.
Of course not. My pipe. It's part of the goggles, helmet, the whole thing. It is an ensemble. So I'm going to, now that I have some peace and quiet, I'm going to make the most of it to make a stealthy approach to the building. So I'm going to try to land. I'm going to take somebody else's idea. I'm going to try to land on the roof as quietly as I can. So as I approach the building, I'm going to gain altitude, set a trajectory at the building, and then kill my engine and glide in as silently as I possibly can and try to land try to land on the roof without bringing attention to myself.
Okay, I will set a difficulty for landing a plane on a roof quietly while someone inside is already panicked.
Especially a biplane.
Exactly, it's a biplane. It's
I
nice
have
and
set
quiet.
this difficulty.
Okay.
It's a biplane. Doesn't exist according to some people, right?
Yeah. Oh, it exists. It's just invisible.
Oh.
Sorry.
That was good.
All I do is send bisexual memes to my best friend who is bisexual, so it's kind of our thing.
What'd you get, buddy?
So I'm going to use sneaky.
Yeah.
If that's
I figured.
okay.
Sorry, I didn't
And
ask.
it's all right. That is a 3.
Oh. Do you have any fate points left?
I do.
Are you content with your 3?
I'm going to take a chance.
Okay, cool. I set this at 4. Because, yeah, I mean, I already sort of listed all the reasons why this is difficult.
That's fair, yeah.
So you land, but but it's not sneaky. It's not
Okay.
sneaky. I gotta
Oh,
make
hey, Jacques.
a story move here.
Oh, hey, Carrie. Fancy meeting you here.
And how do I do this? Ah! The scientist inside picks up a device from the table. You see this on your drone, Whitney. And it's some kind of pointy thingy, and he points it up at the ceiling, and a laser shoots out, and a hole burns open right by where you landed your plane, missing you, Jacques. But from the hole, you can see down at who this mad scientist is. And of course, it's a French mad scientist, your long nemesis, Dr. Mal. Which is just, it's evil. It's French for evil, Mal. Yeah.
No.
So, I revealed a truth. That's the move I used. I reveal the truth, and I made it personal. So Jacques, you went last. You goes first.
I think I'm gonna hand it back to Whitney.
Okay, Whitney.
Wonderful.
Only person left to deal with is this mad scientist. What do you do?
Can I see the mad scientist from where I am?
You can see the mad scientist via drone, or if you fly up, you can see them through the hole.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of what I meant with.
Yeah, you can do that. Free action. You fly upwards to see through hole.
All right. I'm gonna shoot at him.
Yeah, you're just gonna
with my gun.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know why people don't do this more often in movies. Bad guy, shoot, gun, great.
Yeah, he's a bad guy. He's a mad scientist.
We're gonna pull an Indiana Jones and just shoot him.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna roll to see.
Although without the weird, creepy love story, but a totally roll.
Yeah, we're not doing that. All right, I'm rolling against you. What?
Forceful or precise? I'd say both are plus
so.
1.
Yeah, you're shooting through a hole. Yeah. All right, let's see what happens.
I rolled a 4.
Wow, are you?
Am I rolling so well? I've never played a fake game before.
Don't worry about it. You're doing fine.
I know. I'm just surprised. I'm not like failing. I'm like, no.
Do you like your 4?
I do like my 4.
Yeah. You should like your 4 because I got a 0. You succeed with style, and you shoot the mad scientist. I reveal now that mad scientist had 1 hitbox because they're a nerd, and they weren't a nerd that was in a robot suit or anything like that. Did you get to decide right now in this moment, live in front of millions of people? Did you kill the scientist?
No, I hit him in the shoulder. He's taken out on the ground. He still has time to do things like monologue or interact with Jacques, but does not have any kind of weaponry to hit us with anymore. Just it flew out of his hand, and all of his followers are abandoning him, etc. So he's just
That is super exciting.
Weak on the floor.
Super exciting. Now here's the thing. We have taken out Vice President Pence. We stopped the mad scientist, Dr. Mal. We scared away their very proud male guards. Some might call them
boys.
Thanks, appreciate it. We have saved the future, is what we have done. We have saved the future. But there's a mystery dangling here. There's a working time machine. Will Ace go back? Find out next time on another exciting adventure episode of Ace Adventure. Now we're going to do my favorite thing. My favorite way to end any one-shot, but especially Ace Adventure.
Okay.
We're going to go around. And just like this is a bad CW show or a good CW show, we're going to do that next time on moment. And you're going to describe just a moment of a potential future scene. It doesn't have to be linear. It doesn't have to have anything to do with today's episode. It doesn't even have to make a lot of sense. It's just a little moment that your character is going to have in the future. Okay?
I think we should make Natalie go first on this one. I feel like she's like the person we should all write our other ones on.
Okay. Natalie, are you okay with that?
Agreed.
Yeah, sure. I have an idea already.
Please.
You're the main character, so like
Yeah.
I want to see yours so we can all support you.
Yeah. I think you see like the control tower of the secret base with Jacques, Whitney, and Carrie sitting there. And the radio crackles, and you hear Ace say, "Hey, so I'm going to try and get this time machine to do a barrel roll."
I love it. That's fantastic. Who would like to go next?
I can go.
Yeah.
All right. So Carrie has some new photos of the latest exploits of the Royal Flush, which she brings to the editor of the Boston American, who goes, "Oh, those will be perfect for our front page story. Royal Flush, heroes or menace."
Oh, no. How about you, Dixie?
I think that you just see like a montage of Whitney working on the time machine, and then you see it from her perspective as it starts to open, and it all just goes white before you see what she's looking at.
Oh, tempting. Oh, no. And Jacques, please bring us home.
An astronaut comes down the ladder of the lunar module onto the moon and turns and looks and then flips the visor, and you can see the astronaut's face in disbelief as there in a luxurious lunar chalet is Jacques in an elegant spacesuit, bright purple, being served drinks by his space butler, Michael Pence. Bonjour.
That is an amazing
Bienvenue, mes amis.
way to end. I want to thank everybody for being here. Everybody who's been here, any of our one-shots. Totally amazing. I love you all. I forgot to ask our good friends at Gehenna Gaming for the schedule, so I can promote their schedule. So what you should do instead.
Tomorrow we're doing a Saturday night one-shot of Cyberpunk Red run by one of the developers of Cyberpunk Red.
That's right.
So I can at least shout that one out because that's why I have that visor.
Absolutely. Thank you so
There you
much, Dixie, for
And
throwing
you know
that
what's
out
coming
there.
Monday?
What's Monday, Natalie?
No, I have no idea what happens on Mondays on
Monday
Gehenna
is
Gaming.
Monday Night Monster Heart.
What? Where
Yeah.
Natalie and
Gehenna
I
Valley?
will be back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a character that is Dixie, named
character
after
named
Dixie.
will be
That is
there.
nothing like Dixie.
She's kind of like me. She's goth.
She is
Yeah.
goth.
That's it. But past that, she's kind of like me. She has my haircut.
I think Witchburner's last episode is next week. I think so.
Yeah, that too.
That's on Thursday.
Uh-huh.
And that, I think because we did, on Tuesday, we did Deep Dive. I think Deep Dive is every other week now. So I think something else will be on Tuesday. But join the Discord and find out for sure.
Yeah,
How
no, we
about
don't know
that?
everything.
That's the real
But-
answer.
I have to say though, thank you so much, Ryan, for inviting me. But also, I had never played a Fate Core game,
Yeah.
nor had I ever played this game, and I did not watch the previous streams because I have trouble watching streams because ADHD. And so the fact this was so easy to fall into and just play the character was really, really cool because that's
Oh,
hard to do in a
cool.
role-playing game.
Yeah.
And like, I read the paragraph of info on her, and I was like, cool, British, genius, got it, can do. Like, it was just enough to go off of
Mm-hmm.
to make a fun character, but it wasn't overwhelming. I definitely played quite a few games where they're like, here's your 3 sheets of information, and I'm like, it's a one-shot. Why do I have to memorize this? This is fantastic.
Well, I appreciate that feedback. That's the point of the whole game, is to make it fast, accessible, and customizable, and just so you can make it your own.
Also, the cheat sheet number 2, if it would happen in a comic, it could happen in our game, was so helpful. Because I was like, oh, I can be a little over the top. I can be a little ridiculous. Like, I don't have to keep this in like 1928, 1932 like timeline possibility. I can have gadgets. No, This is super awesome.
The cheat sheet that Dixie is referring to is something that I whipped up connected to our character sheets, but all that information and more is in the book when y'all get your PDFs or your soft copies or your hard copies. There's nothing here that isn't going to be provided in the final product.
That's so exciting.
Just FYI to everybody. I did in our first one shot. I did a little bit more of introducing the principles and stuff. I did not do that tonight, so I apologize. I don't apologize because we were just here to have fast fun. Let's go around and everyone can say bye. And also, if you want to promote something, you can promote your things. How does that sound? I'll start just by saying that Kay has reminded us that there's now a Kult series on Wednesday. So that's a thing I probably should have said. But let's go card order again. Natalie, tell us about you.
Hi, I'm a professional game master and one half of Charm Person Games. Did you like this game tonight? Can you not wait for the Kickstarter to come out and play this game? If you want to play this game, you can book with Charm Person Games, and we will run Ace Adventure and the Flying Royal Flush for you. Book with us today and get a chance to play this game before it's even released.
And you can steal Natalie's character if they're running it for you.
Yeah,
It's true.
What if I want to play a different game?
They can do that too.
Yeah, you can run any game. In fact, if there's a game not on our list, but you want us to learn it, to run it for you, you got some obscure 80s indie RPG you want us to figure out and decipher the rules and run for you, we'll do that.
Side note, they will probably not run Fatal because they don't hate themselves.
Also, you can see me Wednesday over on Off the Table running Return to the Moonlight, a Glitter Hearts actual play. That show has been plagued by people having sicknesses, so we've had to cancel a bunch. But I'm hoping this week we'll be on.
Yay!
Yay!
And on Mondays, where can they see you?
Oh, they can. We've already talked about that.
I know, but I want you to talk about how great you are.
Bridget Klein, the hollow cheerleader who last episode started dating the fictional Dixie.
Fictional Dixie. Fictional Dixie gets around way more than I do.
Thank you so much, Natalie. Let's go from fictional Dixie to real life Dixie. Dixie, tell us about you.
Yeah, you can follow me online at Dixie Cyanide. I am going to be in the Cyberpunk Red one-shot. I worked on it a very tiny bit. It's a very good book. I recommend it. I have my hard copy because they sent me one.
Shiny.
So yeah, that's my only... Oh no, and then I'm playing Cyberpunk Red also with Vorpal Tales, but it's conflicting with Gehenna Gaming stream, so I'm not going to say when. Because I'm nice. They can catch the VOD on their YouTube.
Yeah.
I do want to say we have a Kickstarter going on right now as well for Onyx Path. It's called Dead Man's Rest. It's a mega adventure for Scarred Lands. If you like a super metal D&D setting, like our unicorns will murder you. Like we have murdercorns. We don't have unicorns. You should check out Scarred Lands, whether you check out Dead Man's Rest itself, the mega adventure, which does offer some new character classes and things, or whether you check out the actual Scarred Lands setting. I'm a big fan of it, and honestly, I keep getting sad that it's not as big as some of the like official D&D settings. I think it's just as creative.
Well, we're gonna make it bigger because everybody here is gonna run and back that Kickstarter. It sounds like.
Dead Man's Rust is awesome. It's metal as shit. And if y'all know Travis Legg, who runs a lot of our streams, he's a great guy. He developed this. It's a cool thing. I like it.
Awesome, love it. Hey, Patrick, tell everybody how you're Patrick.
Since you're in no way online, as you said already.
Yeah, no, I'm a Patrick. I'm one of several million in this world. It's fantastic. No, I mean, I just wanted. I have nothing to promote, but I will take a second to promote Brian Liberge. Congratulations on the Kickstarter, and it really is amazing. Brian's not kidding when he says this has been years of Brian kind of having the idea, playing with it, advancing it. I'm really happy to see you, take it this far. That's amazing. So congratulations. Thank you for inviting me tonight. Thank you to Gehenna Games. Thank you to the other players, and thank you to all you guys in the chat. It's really it's a privilege to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, Patrick. And Brian, tell us about Brian.
Yeah, I also, in addition to playing this wonderful game, I also develop video games, which are available on my site, digitaldessert.com. There are 2 S's in dessert because you always want more of it. And I'd like to thank you all for being here, part of this, and for running this, Brian. It's been fantastic.
I want to thank all of my players once again, and all my backers, and all of my future backers, and all of my fans who aren't backers, and all people who hate me. Y'all are fantastic. You bring me great joy. We're here to have fun, and I just want to make it easier for everyone else to have fun. That's what this has always been about. So I hope everybody has had fun on this journey with us, and I hope everyone has a great night. Let's do the wave goodbye thing. Wave, yay!
Bye, everybody.
Thank you.